I ain't never seen that.
Bro, it's New Japan.
He like keeps
program.
adding things on.
I'll tap
He's
in.
like, yo, check out wrestling, bro.
I don't know if you watch wrestling.
And you know the Uruguay League, bro? Bro, they different over there.
Check out the Panamericans also while you at it.
They be wrestling and shit, man. I don't know if you know this stuff, man.
Oh man,
That's awesome.
I think we're all good, bro.
Moral of the story. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I'm not hearing this damn button up, trying to be all cozy and shit.
You know how we do the shit in the beginning, bro? We have these topics on this wheel here.
Yeah.
And then you spin it and you got to talk about it for 30 seconds. And
I
then...
was watching A Drillers today.
Oh, hell yeah.
A Drillers. Cool.
Big Driller.
That boy Driller, shout out to that man.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
seen him the other day. That's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I seen him at Soho House. He's swagged out.
He's like, yeah.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
he's swagged out.
All right. Shit. I'm going to let Dylan go first.
Wow, he throwing down the gauntlet on me.
So you talk about it for 30 seconds?
Whatever you get, you have to wax philosophical about it for 30 seconds, and then bam, you get cut off.
Okay, big.
So whatever you got on your mind with the topic in question, get off your chest what you can, because you out afterwards. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tap it a spin, and I have landed. I don't even remember what topics I made. They're probably bad topics. All right, cool. Yeah. I got childhood movies.
Childhood movies. Let's get it.
I'll take that one.
Hold on, let me remove it. Oh, no.
Damn, he said, I'm going to spin it one more time. I got a little spiel that I could hop in on.
Yeah.
I could give him a little something.
I got you.
Do you have me on the time?
Yeah, I was just making sure I deleted the that one. All right. Clock is the app, right? Clock, 30 seconds. Let's go.
So, a few favorite childhood movies of mine. I figured I'd just kind of go off the top with a few that just kind of popped out. I remember watching Three Ninjas. You remember that movie, the series Three Ninjas, where it was like, what was it, Colt, Tom, and like the other guy, I think it was like Rocky or something. And they had Hulk Hogan in the third one. It was like Three Ninjas at Mega Mountain. It was crazy. It was like throwbacks. It's crazy. But yeah, man, got mad love for childhood movies. I gotta say that there's no lack for those, and that's usually what I throw on if I don't know what else to watch. I'm gonna go ahead, tune in, just see what's good, and just kind of zone out a little bit. Why not?
Hey, time. Damn, that's a cool category. You actually put some cool topics on here. Childhood movies, I gotta say.
He said that like he's surprised. He's like, this man picked some good.
Well, it's like no, it was just I always do it. I'm always just like fucking like, all right. It's always at the last minute, so I'm always like fucking panicking and shit. So I'm just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it, you do it.
Whatever.
And you didn't expect it. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, all right, whatever. You know, so that's why I'm surprised. But I mean,
Three Ninjas is fire though.
Three Ninjas. I ain't never seen Three Ninjas.
Me
What?
either.
Yeah,
Damn.
I never heard of it.
It's pretty good. It's fun. They have the one with Hulk Hogan's cool. They have another one where they actually go to like Japan. It's like three little white kids that like do karate and stuff like that.
Fire.
And yeah, there's one where they go to Japan and they try to like learn martial arts from like some master, and they're going to like all these different little locales in Japan. It's like super cool. Me as like a young single digits age kid in America, I'm like, this is a cool thing. I'm gonna learn karate. And then I went and took karate classes and got my ass kicked a bunch. It was great.
Ah, damn.
I wish I got the opportunity to learn karate. I always I expressed a couple times I wanted to do karate, because after seeing the Karate Kid, bro, and like seeing Jackie Chan and shit, I'm just like, all right, yeah, I need to do karate.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a vibe, man. It's
Yeah,
a
my-
vibe. I remember I high kicked a few guys one time too hard, and they started crying. I felt all bad. I was like,
Aw,
man, now I'm an asshole.
Damn.
You won.
I did win, but then there were other times I'd be getting whooped up on. I'm like,
Thanks.
never look at me again. I'm embarrassed as hell. It's like, it's tough times, but what can you do?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna just fix this up real quick. Then I'll go ahead and spin this wheel. They don't be ready for me to spin the wheel.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, let's
Fire
fucking do
show,
this
bro.
shit.
Right?
Price is right.
I'm saying.
They got a Price is Right. Price is Right be on a lot on Pluto TV.
I gotta tap in. Shout out Pat Sajak.
I'm saying.
Oh, I got Traffic.
Man.
Ah, man.
I got traffic. Looking for my chapstick.
Oh, my God.
All right, man.
You ready?
Hell yeah.
And go.
Traffic is probably overlooked as a contributor to depression and suicide and all that shit, bro, because it really decreases your quality of life, especially when you have a job that is about maybe 20 minutes from your crib and you get off at like around 5 or 6. You got to get on the highway to get home. It takes another hour to get home. You get home, the sun's already down, and you got nothing left to do but eat, watch a movie, go to sleep, and go back to work again. So fuck traffic, fuck Austin traffic, fuck LA traffic, fuck Houston traffic, fuck I-10, all that shit.
He said, "I'm going beyond 30 seconds. I gotta let my voice be heard, man."
I had to let off all my fucks,
bro. Yeah, I remember that when I first got my first job out of maybe not my first job, but like second or third job out of college. I'd drive from SM to like North Austin, and it'd be like a 2 or 3 hour drive every day.
You worked for the radio station?
Yeah, dude, that was when I was working radio.
Yeah.
Because I'd drive from like the tail end of SM all the way up to like Rumburg, and I was like, dude, this is not the wave. I don't think I want to do this anymore. But now I don't mind traffic too much. People talk about like, oh, I gotta drive 30, 40 minutes. I'm so mad. I'm like, that's
nothing.
That is one. That's not even one podcast. That is like that is
every day though.
Every single day.
Every day.
Come on, like I don't know. I feel like maybe like if you gotta go do something, like go to a job interview or go see your homie perform or do some shit like that, it's reasonable. But man, like 5 o'clock every day, and you gotta just sit there.
And you're just in traffic. This is my life now. This is what I do now. Every day.
Man,
it's like, I love this so much.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, you know, it's all about perspective, right?
We made it. We made it though.
Oh man, this is the moment we've been waiting for, though.
I'm saying, I'm trying to see what
shit.
He said.
Give me the timer.
He said, just give you the timer. Just talk about whatever 30
Yeah.
seconds. Here we go. Who cares?
How do I spin? Oh, there we go.
Press the button.
Tiny ass font.
Press the button. I might push
the opposite gender.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. You ready? You need some time to think about it, or
I
what?
don't need no time. Let's do it.
He said, I'm gonna just jump in.
I love the opposite gender first and foremost.
Yep.
We cannot call them females anymore because you will get canceled for that, apparently. Facts. So we are referring to them as women or their proper pronouns. Since I refer to myself as a he, him, I'm talking about the she, hers.
Yeah.
I love all of them. I think that they smell beautiful. I think that sometimes they be tripping, but you got to trip sometimes.
Hey, time. Hey, you know, you gotta trip sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I think nobody's perfect, and sometimes life calls for a little bit more emotion. You know what I'm saying? You know?
And us as men sometimes hide that emotion, and so you need somebody to trip on you to be like, nigga, this is real life, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Not everybody's a fucking mindless animal.
Exactly. We not all robots.
Nope.
Yeah, I can dig. Yeah, that's probably a better word for it, robots instead of mindless animals.
Same thing.
All right. Let's open this bitch up, man.
Let's do it.
Boom, 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 boom. Coming in hot. It's the Loose Cannon Show. My name's Shelly Nix.
My name is Dylan Harkins.
And you know, we back in Studio 3. You know, it's a beautiful night. It wasn't that hot today. You know, it's usually 100 degrees around these parts. You know, but you know, we in the South, and we kicking it with the boy AJ Bray.
Yeah.
Man, oh my God.
Turn
in the
up.
mix, bro. Let's go.
The Satin Iceberg Slim.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? The Enigma.
We here.
You know what I'm saying? How you doing today, bro?
I'm good. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. You know, it's so cool on podcasts. You get to, you know, do that as if, you know, we weren't just hanging out.
Like we haven't been talking for the last hour.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to see you. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, that's the kind of like front you got to put on for like the podcast though, because that's how like just the world and the internet is nowadays,
it's all fake,
man.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're all like good friends. We're real friends, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
real friends.
It's so crazy.
How many of us?
How many of us?
Oh
how many jealous? Damn, man. What was that? The Life of Pablo?
Man.
Yeah.
I was talking about The Life of Pablo with Colin yesterday, and he was saying that he was basically saying like it wasn't one of his best albums,
Tripping.
which
Man. That's
tripping.
It's quite a take.
You know, I would put it in top 5. I don't know how many albums does Kanye West have. Like,
He's got a lot. He's got a good amount.
like 7, 8.
It's less than 10, right?
Let's go through them. Let's go. Like, what is it? College Dropout. You got
Late registration.
Graduation.
808s and
808s and Heartbreak.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Watch the Throne. That counts. People
counts.
say that doesn't count.
That's fair.
That counts.
Yay.
Yay. Then you got Yeezus.
Yep.
How many? Where we at?
That's 8.
8. Yeezus.
Wow, okay.
The Christian joint.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo.
And then
Donda.
Donda 2.
Oh my God.
That's 12 right
Wow.
there. The Life
Okay.
of Pablo top 5.
Life of Pablo is definitely in top 5.
Still, bro. Off 30 hours alone.
Bro,
30 hours. Drizzy.
that's so crazy.
That boy Drizzy, man. But 30, dude, I love how Andre 3000 is just subtly in that song.
Facts.
He's just in like the background saying 30 hours.
I love how it's about Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher.
Isn't that crazy?
And that's like a real story. Like, that's
Dude,
so crazy.
yeah,
That's so
man.
crazy to me.
I
And
love
he's
it.
like at the end, he's sort of like rough drafting it.
He's like
you know what I'm
ranting, like
saying?
mumbling.
And he's like, wait, nah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna start over. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga
He's like,
punching in.
yeah.
Hell
He was
yeah.
punching
He kept the punches.
Yes,
Crazy,
yes.
that rocks.
Man, but fuck Kanye, man. We here with AJ Bray.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck Kanye
I mean
West,
that
man.
respectfully, because it's not about him today. You know what I'm
Respectfully.
saying? It's about my boy AJ Bray.
Facts.
God.
You know, tell us, well, I mean, we kind of got an idea, but tell the people
Yeah.
where you come from, man. What makes you you, man? Where it all started, you know?
I'm AJ. I grew up everywhere, but mostly in San Antonio, Texas.
Shout out SA.
I make music, all genres of music. And that's what I do. I just try to make cool music and talk about what I did yesterday and what I'm going to do tomorrow. And
There you go.
That's about it.
Nice. We were just talking about Kanye and how he has a lot of projects, you know. I feel like you have a lot of projects
Mhm.
compared to, you know, our peers. And
Yeah.
you drop music
Definitely.
at, you know, somewhat of a consistent
Yeah.
rate, way
Mhm.
more consistent than a lot of people that I know.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite
Solid.
project that you've put out?
Oh, that's hard. It's probably between Love Abuse,
Uh-huh.
both of them, 1 and 2, and Satin Iceberg Slim.
Man.
Yeah, it's between those 3. It changes every day.
Bro, that Love Abuse too, man.
I appreciate that.
I remember you dropped that, and
Yeah.
I think I was going through some romance business at the time.
Damn.
I was driving around.
That's what it's for.
Bro, I was driving around 6th Street, my windows down. I was about to cry. I was like,
That's
bro,
what
look
it's
at the
for.
vibe I'm on right
That's
now.
literally what it's for. I'm so glad you told me that because that's
oh
what
my
it's for.
God. What's the last song? The last song on that?
Play the field.
Bro,
Yeah, that's
that was on repeat,
authentic
heavy.
voicemail.
Like,
It's
oh
a
my
real
God,
voicemail,
dude.
too.
Like,
Every voicemail in my music is authentic.
Oh, I heard one on Enigma.
Yeah, everyone is authentic.
God.
What was the song name, though, on Enigma? Let me-
I barely remember that project, but that was so long ago.
I know, it was an early project.
All I remember from that is For Real, For Real.
For real, for real.
Yeah,
that was a
the
pretty big
one.
video for
Oh,
you,
yeah,
huh?
that changed everything.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
That video right there changed everything.
You know, I love when people, you have a lot of ideas that are along the lines of, why didn't I think of that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that video was an example of that. You know, you just completely replicated the Rap Genius
Yeah.
formula. I feel like you almost made a mockery of it. Not in a,
I know what you mean.
you know,
Yeah, I know
it's
what you
like,
mean.
Flipped it
it's
on
just
his head a little bit.
because I feel like a lot of people just thought it was, shout out to Trent. He fucking snapped on the video.
Bro,
you
shout
know,
out
like
to Trent.
this guy
That's
is,
the reason it worked.
yeah,
Oh my God.
That's
you
the
know,
reason it worked.
and I've since then, and this is probably, what year did you drop that?
17, 16, 17.
Around, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of videos, a lot meaning like a couple, and that means a lot when you're talking about somebody's an idea.
Mhm.
But I've seen a lot of like fake Rap Genius videos
Yeah,
since
definitely.
then, for sure. And that was a dub, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
For
that
sure.
shit was cool as fuck.
That,
for sure.
that changed a lot for me. People still think I actually was on Rap Genius.
Dude,
I
was
thought you
talking
were
to
on
some-
Rap Genius.
it was
Yeah,
done so well,
yeah.
bro.
I was
It
like, what?
I was talking to someone a few months ago, and
Who did
they're
he
like,
talk to
"Bro,
to do
I
that?"
remember hearing about you from Rap Genius, bro. I seen you." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, like that was me."
They
Dude.
nice.
It's and you make it the message I got from it is just like anybody can do this, you know, and people will believe anything
exactly
on the internet if it's presented in the appropriate way.
100%.
And
Easy.
you know, I'm not trying to call you like a perpetrator or a fake by any means. I'm sure you know that, but like, you're like an evil genius, bro.
I'm saying, bro, it's crazy.
I think you have to let people wonder.
You do.
Yeah,
and that's why I just like do what I do, and I just don't answer any questions about it. And if you believe it, you believe it. I've never went on the internet and said I was on Rap Genius.
True.
I'm in the studio on Rap Genius right now.
Yeah,
blah blah blah. I just dropped it and it did what it did.
Magician never reveals his secrets.
I said shout out Rap Genius. I never said I went on Rap Genius. I said shout out Rap Genius.
Yup.
Hell yeah, man. I hope I'm not like snitching on you right now.
Nah,
like,
bro.
you're like, damn, man, AJ was on Rap
If
Genius.
they still
man.
believe
Rap
now,
Genius the
that's
whole
their
time.
problem, bro.
Whole life has changed. I didn't think he's on Rap Genius and all that. And how long you been doing music for at this point, man?
Man, I recorded my very, very first song in 2013, my senior year of high school.
Nice.
And then I didn't make music again for about a year.
do you remember the name of the song you made?
I did a freestyle to Big Sean's Guap.
There you go.
Yeah, and
This
it
for all
was
my enemies.
I had like a technology class in school. It was like a fake class, bro. Like it's kind of like an office aid,
Fake technology.
but they called it like a tech aid.
Nice.
Cause like we was cool. The technology dude used to be the principal, so I was real cool with him. So he had like 3 aides that would just like, my school had just got like laptops for the first time.
Nice.
And so he just had like 3 aides for like 7th period that would just help him and shit and like clean the laptops and things like that. So I was in there, but we basically had a lot of downtime. And the computers had Audacity on them. And they had some microphones and
Hell
some stuff.
yeah.
And
We
so I
going
was
in.
like, yeah,
Bro.
so I was like, I'm going to just make a song one day, bro. And so my homeboy
Don't mind
made
me.
that. And then I made it, and then I didn't make music again for like a year. And then my homeboy Tevin, shout out Tevin, he was trying to be a rapper at that time.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a home setup in his closet, and he was doing it like every day. And one day I went in there and I was just like, yo, bro, like, let me get a verse, bro. Like, I bet I can
let me get
snap,
it
bro.
real quick.
And he gave me a verse, and then I loved making music, and I just kept
That lit
doing
the
it.
fire, and then
Yeah,
bam.
that was it. And so I just never stopped. He even told me, he was like, bro, you like this shit more than me, bro. Like, he gave me his mic. He was like, here, bro, like, you got it.
Love it, man. That's how it works, bro.
Literally.
I still remember first time I ever tried it. I was in my homie's truck at some Christmas party.
Yeah.
And my buddy, shout out to my boy Kirk, he was rapping a bunch back in like high school. He was like 15, 16 years old, and I was just there in the truck with him. We was just like blazing or something like that, and someone put on a beat, and he was like, "Kirk, we want to hear you rap, da 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 da."
Yeah.
And then he did that, and then someone was like, "Dylan, you like rap? Why don't you do it?" And I was like, "I never thought about it.
You're
Okay,
like,
why
alright,
not?" And,
yeah.
then I was like, the light bulb just goes off.
you
You're like,
snap.
"Whoa, this is fun. I like this."
exactly.
And then it just parlays itself from there. It's crazy
Exactly.
how it works, man.
Exactly.
Man, I think hip hop, man, it's something special about it that really touches everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Big facts.
and I think if you have even somewhat of a love for it or some sort of like initiative
Yeah.
to do it, man, I feel like it treats you well in some sort of way, whether it's like monetary or fame or like even just in a therapeutic
Yeah,
sense,
just the
man.
feeling.
100%.
Yeah, it gives a lot back to you. That's part of why like I was always really in tune with it, because it's like people look for a different sort of goals set as far as like doing music a lot of the time is concerned, but it's really easy to do it when the reward in itself is just doing it and
100%.
knowing that you're like, I'm making something awesome that I can look
Yup.
back on and be like, damn, I'm so proud of myself for doing something like this. And it's
100%.
like, and I can only imagine like all the different things that you've done. Like you probably can look back on all sorts of stuff and just be like, bro, I did this, I did that, and then like,
Yeah.
bro, like you just told us earlier, you was over in Belgium making a music video.
Yeah,
like
literally.
that's crazy. How many people get
Literally.
to say that they did that? That been
Literally.
living here in
The
America.
music just take me everywhere.
Take you places, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a
So
beautiful thing.
you're in Belgium. You told us earlier you went to Belgium to shoot a music video. You took a
Yeah.
1-hour train ride there.
Yeah.
Let's zero in on this train ride
Yeah.
to Belgium from France, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't that interesting, maybe it was, but just tell us about the train ride from France to Belgium.
It was interesting. I think that was my first time doing anything like that. That was my first time overseas, besides Canada, but like actually overseas. where everybody speaks a different language. And so I went to France, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna shoot a music video when I'm over here. But while I'm here for this week, I want to hit another country.
Mm-hmm.
So originally I was gonna go to London.
Oh wow.
But London is a little farther.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's gonna like waste a lot of time.
Yeah, I feel
When
that.
I could just go to Belgium. Like Brussels is like an hour from where I'm at
Brussels.
right now.
Hell
Young
yeah,
Lean
dude.
shouted out Brussels in one of his songs. Sorry to interrupt you.
Exactly. And so I got a train ticket for like €100 or something, and you
bad.
go to the train station, and it's like it's kind of like an airport, bro. They're just like airports. They have different terminals and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you just go to your terminal, and then you wait for the train to come, but you make sure that it's the right train, because it's like trains going in different directions. So if you hop on the wrong train, you're gonna be in Spain, bro.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure I was at the right place.
Man.
And so I got on the right place. And the thing about it was the tickets, they don't check them until like you are already on the train and it's moving. Which
Really?
was weird.
Interesting.
And so I got on the train and it's moving. And then like 30 minutes in, this guy comes walking around and he's like, all right, where's your ticket? Like, all right, where's your ticket? And so you show it to him. And it makes stops probably every like 15 minutes. Like every
Okay.
city in between there, it makes a stop. People get on, people get off. And then you just keep going. So I just had my Beats by Dre headphones on. And I was like, all right, we're going to get to Belgium. And then I just got off the train and walked around and I was there.
How'd you like Belgium?
It was cool, bro. Like, it was very different than France, which is weird. It's crazy because, like,
You said it was only like an hour between, right?
it is, but, like, all of Europe is like that. It's weird. So here is, like, no matter what states you go to, they're all kind of similar.
It's in the same country.
Yeah, unless you're
Yeah.
from Texas to, like, New York. It's a little different vibe. But if you're, like, Texas to Arkansas, Alabama, Oklahoma, you can't tell much of a difference.
Yeah,
But from in Europe, you can be in an hour away and they speak an entire different language with an
That's
entire
wild.
different group of people. And so Belgium was different because when I was in France, everyone speaks French. And so I understood because I understand French pretty well. And so I understood I could communicate with people. But then you go to Belgium and their country split. I don't remember if it's north and south or east and west. I think it's north and south. But part of the country speaks French and the other half speaks Dutch. And so I would walk around and I would hear different things that I didn't hear. And I'd be like, that's not French. I don't know what they're saying.
Said, I
And
don't
so it was
recognize that.
different. And it's a different vibe. It was a lot of like castles almost. It looked like really
Yeah.
majestic. It was a lot of tall buildings, a lot of castles, but at the same time, like kind of ghetto, like not in a bad way, but it was like very different than
Old-
Paris.
pro-
Paris
look
is like
older.
Paris is like a New York kind of vibe, like a Tokyo kind of vibe. But then Belgium was kind of like, yeah, there's castles, but you could tell like it's like kind of ghetto and trenches, and you see a lot more homeless people and things like that. But it was cool. I kind of just walked around. I walked from the train station to my hotel and went to coffee shops and just vibed out.
I'm still just kind of stuck on one aspect from the train ride. They don't. I guess it makes sense because they make frequent stops.
Yeah.
So, but it kind of doesn't sit right with me that they don't check your ticket until you're like 30 minutes on the
Nah,
train
same.
ride.
It's
So if you
crazy.
don't have your ticket, they just
They
like
just
the
kick
next
you
stop,
off.
you got to
Yeah,
get off.
They just got to kick you off, and
Damn.
you just got to
You're
figure it out from there.
free.
That's a
15
cool
minute
little
ride.
finesse though. If you know where it's going and you
Definitely.
just only need to get 15 minutes,
Hell yeah.
whatever that way, you know. It's
Definitely.
like I'm gonna just hop on this
You're
bus
getting
real
kicked
quick.
off.
Exactly.
Thank you. Bye.
Exactly.
Like, this is the 5th time we kicked you off, sir. We're gonna have to exile
Like,
you from
sir.
the Belgian bus.
Exactly. And that's how it was just all different over there taking public transportation. Even in France, taking like the subways everywhere. It was just very different. I had to get used to that.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you, because the train you got on, I couldn't really picture it being like a subway style train or like a Harry Potter
No,
style
so
train.
that was more like a Harry Potter one. That
Oh,
was like,
shit.
It was like
cool.
an Amtrak kind of vibe, where it's at like an actual, like an airport. It's literally like an
Yeah.
airport with train
Yeah.
tracks running through it.
Okay.
But then, like, to get around the city is like a different kind of train station, like New York, like a subway station almost.
yeah.
But those like had a different type of ticket. So in Belgium, the tickets are like, to get to Belgium, I had to buy a ticket online. Like I'm buying an airport, like an airplane ticket. But
Yeah.
to get around France, those subways, it's like they have like a little pay station,
Hmm.
and then you just buy it.
Interesting.
But the way it worked is things were just like a little weird over there. So you buy the ticket from the thing, and then you have to like put the ticket down in this thing and then it comes back up. But there's no like instructions, so it took me like a day or two to figure out
like, what do I do
because I was
with this?
buying the ticket, but I didn't know how to get to my train.
Oh,
And
God.
so it took me like a day to like watch people and be like, oh, because you would think like here in America, you would just put it in one thing and then it would come out and then it would unlock the door and you go.
Easy
But
peasy.
there you have to like put it down in something and then it comes up and people saw me struggling, but they're not like gonna help you. They kind of just gonna look at you.
Like a
Like,
poor American.
Yeah, so it took a while.
Oh, thanks, man.
And then once I figured
Appreciate
that
it.
out, you have to figure out what train to get on. Cause
Yeah.
there's so many different trains and they're going in different directions. It's mad complicated, bro. But by like the 4th day, I like got it.
Nice.
What do you do when you get on the wrong train? Like you personally, you get on the wrong train, you end up in like Madrid or some shit like that.
Man, so what I
Second,
did,
going to
because I was on the wrong train several times.
Oh, shit.
Just around France, and I would end up on the total opposite side of France.
Oh, they make frequent stops too, though. I'm
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
but
That's true.
frequent is still like far.
Yeah.
And so you still have to like when you get to these stations, there's like 10 different options, and you have to figure out which direction it's going because some only go east and some only go west, and it'll take like a whole day to get around this whole circle. And so once I got on the wrong, like the first day I got on the wrong train like 3 times, bro. And I just called an Uber and went home. I was like, bro, I'm gonna just get an Uber,
You
bro.
don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
stop
see it.
trying to be cool. But then I had to go back because I was like, nah, I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
determined.
I think it's it was interesting though because I got to see all different parts of France instead of just like the Eiffel Tower and like the tourist parts. I got to see like the trenches and like
Okay.
where people live and
Yeah.
like the countryside. And so
Hell
it was
yeah.
real
Yeah.
interesting.
Shout out to Rush Hour 3. I think that was
Nah,
shot
for
in
real.
Paris.
I never
Pretty
seen
sure.
it, but shout out
Yeah.
to that.
I think it's like it's okay if you haven't seen Rush Hour 3. Rush Hour 1,
Yeah.
Rush Hour 2. You know what I'm
haven't seen
saying?
Yeah, we might have an issue.
You
with
haven't seen those?
No.
Oh shit! You got a lot
I
of
haven't
movies
seen
to
a
watch,
lot
man.
of car movies, bro.
Dude.
Fast and Furious, I probably seen
Rush,
like
no,
half
Rush,
of one
Rush
of them.
Hour isn't a car movie.
Oh, for
Rush
real?
Hour is like
Is
a
that
it's
the
a-
one with Jackie Chan?
and Chris
Chris
Tucker.
Tucker,
It's like
yeah.
a cop
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
but it's also like about culture shock and
Yeah.
a black man and a Chinese man coming together and they don't really
I heard
understand
of
each
it
other.
and I could quote it, but I never seen it.
What what does Chris Tucker say?
Do you believe the
you-
word?
you
You understand the
I know
words
the
that are coming out of my
quotes.
mouth? And
He's
Jackie
like-
Chan just smile.
He's like,
Like,
he's like, put your bag in the back.
exactly.
Oh my God.
I just never seen it. It's one of those movies that is quoted so much and there's clips everywhere.
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
just have never watched it because I feel like I seen
Yeah,
enough.
seen enough. Yeah.
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 I get the gist.
Yeah.
All right, so there's something that I noticed, man, and I was kind of let into. I was let in on like a sort of secret from Trent, so I kind of seen this
Ooh.
coming.
Fire.
But
Secrets.
you kind of just made this like switch to like you like a R&B nigga now, bro.
Low key.
Damn. Switch
And
up the
it's like-
style on him.
Low
And
key.
I've heard you drop some cool stuff that like isn't R&B, and your R&B stuff is pretty fire too. And I know it's not like totally marketed for
Yeah.
me, right? So I'm
Yeah.
not like, oh, fucking
New AJ
this
Bray
shit's
out.
whack.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, but I
Damn.
just want to know. Well, first of all, I'll say Trent told me years ago, it's like, dude, AJ Bray makes like this crazy R&B music, bro. He never puts it out. And I was like, man, that doesn't surprise me, man. He seems like a guy who just like. Then this was back when you were doing like, fucking, what's that shit called? The song we just
For
for real,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
like when you were like in your bag
Yeah.
and like making like the pop rap, I would
Yeah.
say.
Mhm.
What made you just convert over? I don't know if you totally converted, but Love Abuse 1, Love Abuse 2, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
All these, what made you convert over to the R&B vibe?
I think I've always loved R&B. I
Mhm.
think I loved R&B before rap. My sister is 7 years older than me,
Yeah.
so I was always listening to whatever she was listening to. So I think
Nice.
the first album I actually loved was Confessions.
Hell yeah.
And like she
hell
was
yeah.
listening to
Throwback.
B2K, Omarion, Usher, Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake, things like that. So I grew up hearing that, and I always wanted to do it, but I never like grew up singing or nothing like that. I was never in no choir.
Yeah.
But then I have a friend named Isaiah Cozy that I
Uh-huh.
went to high school with, and he's one of them like real musical people that can like pick up any instrument. He's like a savant at it. He taught my dad how to play the piano actually.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
That's fun
Cool.
fact.
That's crazy.
Wow.
He's a genius.
Shout out to Cozy,
And
man.
I hit him up and I was like, bro, like teach me how to sing. Like, I want to learn how to sing. He was like, bro, you can really teach yourself. He's like, I'll teach you, but you can really teach yourself. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, you're an artist, so you're not tone deaf. Like, practice. He's like, it's just like a muscle.
Yeah.
If you work out a muscle every day, eventually it's going to grow. Your vocal cords is the same, so just practice it and try it. And so for years straight, like every day I would just practice singing. I would listen to all my favorite R&B artists, sing along with them.
Yeah.
I would make songs and never put them out just to practice. Then I linked up with Sam, and he was such a good engineer, so he taught me so many things, and he could engineer, and he knew about Melodyne and auto-tune and things that could make me sound even better.
Shout out Sam.
And then I kind of just put it all together, and I remember the first record I made.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. It's going down.
They calling. They on
Loose
the
Cannon Show. What's
on
the
the
motherfucking
phone.
deal?
What up? This is Colin, bro.
Hey, Colin.
Oh, not that boy.
What up? What up?
What's happening, bro?
Hey, I was gonna sit and wait till the end of the podcast to figure out the name of the artist y'all are interviewing, but I just wanted to know what song I should look up and listen to before I watch the rest of the podcast.
If you're asking me what
I'm
that
asking the
song
artist.
is,
Oh, you said Mr.
okay.
Bray
Hey,
yourself.
okay,
Not
okay.
Jelly,
Man. Oh, man, there's a lot. I would say, what's your favorite genre of music?
Shelly, repeat whatever he said.
What's your favorite genre of music?
I like alternative R&B.
Alternative
Ooh,
R&B. I think you should listen to Need Your Love.
Shelly, anything he says, repeat it.
He said that you should listen to Need Your Love.
Track 2 on Love
And how do I
Abuse 1.
spell his name?
AJ space BRAY.
The one and only.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna listen to it right now and then hop back in.
Hey, but if you're asking me, I'm gonna say 2 cell phones.
Oh,
Fire.
Okay, bet.
bro.
Fire.
Wow. Yes.
Fire.
That's
I'm gonna listen to both of them. I'll drop what I think in the chat.
Let him know
all
about
right,
it.
for sure,
about
man.
you.
Hell yeah.
Fire.
Thanks for calling, bro.
All right, yeah, have fun, bro.
Hell yeah.
Catch you, Colin. Peace.
Man,
That's
Fire.
cool.
Need Your Love. What's that other one though? Fall in Love.
Fall in Love.
fall in love again.
Yeah, I was thinking about saying that one too.
Dude.
Bro.
I love the part when you're like, filled your wrist up with baguettes.
Oh, man.
That shit is like nobody's ever
Crazy.
said that like that before.
That was a joint.
I
You
love
know,
it, dude.
that shit
Oh
is
my
this shit is
God.
cool as fuck, man. But you got so many different styles of music, bro. It seems like
Definitely.
you can just really do anything. You can hear something, you're like, okay, I like that. Let me just let me get in that lane
Do
real quick.
my
Let me get in that
rendition.
bag
Yeah.
real quick.
Hell yeah.
Where do you think that comes from, man? Just being able to just be so flexible in your music.
I think it's my upbringing. I
Mhm.
think my pops being military forced me to be very diverse. So
Mhm.
even though I didn't move around a lot growing up, I moved around a little bit. I was born in Alaska, went to Virginia, went to
Wow.
Dallas, went to San Antonio.
Oh, I said
Yeah.
moved around a little bit.
Yeah, but I think being a military child, going to a military school, if you're not moving, everybody else around you's moving.
Oh, yeah.
So I was exposed to so many different cultures young. And so it was never weird to me to like listen to different types of music. And so when I hear music now, if it's something that I like, I'm like, man, let me just try it and
Yeah.
just see what happens. If I don't like it, I just simply don't put it out.
Yeah. You got that Fall in Love. That's like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like pop music. Then you got the
Yeah.
R&B joints. You got the drill, the
Yeah.
drill style
Hell
song.
yeah.
You got the Detroit style like rap. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I think that's the cool thing about music, man. It doesn't really make it like unauthentic. It just makes it more fun. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
so,
like if you
too.
can do it and execute it,
Yeah,
and which
I
you
would
can,
get
I feel
super
like.
bored if I did like the same
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of music all the time. Like even if it's
Yeah.
something that I love, I would get so bored not challenging myself and not trying different things.
Yeah, especially when you listen. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Especially when you listen to that style of music too, when you enjoy that kind of
and
stuff.
sometimes I have moods where I'm just listening to Detroit music.
right,
And so I'm like, man, let me look up one of these type beats and just like see what I can do. For sure.
the tight beats.
I'm saying.
Oh man, all my beats are type beats. 95% of my beats are type beats from YouTube.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
the way
that's
it do.
dope.
That's the way it works, man. Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep yourself on your toes and get exposure to different things out there. What do you what's one of your favorite artists out there these days? Who's someone that you be
Ah,
jamming
man.
that ain't AJ Bray?
I think I listen to a lot of the same stuff. I listen to a lot of old stuff, but If I could say anybody, I think Baby Smooth is the best rapper alive.
Wow. Baby Smooth.
Baby Smooth.
Where's Baby Smooth from?
Detroit. Detroit. Bro.
The D. The
But
D
he's
itself.
so good, bro, because he's just like, he's so nonchalant. And I love nonchalant rap.
Yeah.
I love when people rap and they sound like they don't want to rap. They sound like they hate that they're making a song.
I feel
That's
like
like my favorite style of rap.
I feel like in
good.
some cases it makes the words come through way
100%.
harder. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
not switching up the melody, just like you don't want to be here. You're leaned out.
I got a lot
You're
of
not
things to do.
trying at all, but you are saying the coolest shit for 2 minutes.
Yep.
Bro, that's that like that new Detroit style. I would
Yeah,
say.
bro.
Even
A lot of them do that.
kind of reminds me of like the old school West Coast style too, like
Yeah.
Sugar Free and almost
Definitely.
like the early Blueface stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
and there's history between Detroit and the West Coast.
Oh, really?
Like
Nice.
they're connected, so that's why a lot of the beats sound similar. Because a lot of people move from the West Coast to Detroit.
Interesting. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Someone gave me a whole history lesson on it. I don't remember it. There was an actual
Kinda
reason
glazed
though,
over.
for sure.
They're like, yo, sit down, take out your notebook.
Nah, for real. Because I asked somebody that, and I was like, why do the beats, they're like the same BPM, the drum patterns are the same. And they were like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And they told me the whole history, but I forgot.
They're like, look, bro.
For real.
So you've been traveling a lot. Do you have a favorite locale that you ever been to? Do you have somewhere that like you could see yourself staying at indefinitely if need be?
Toronto for sure is probably number one.
Toronto.
Toronto's dope. People are super nice out there. It was cool, and they treat you real cool. In the country, I like Atlanta a lot.
Yeah.
Atlanta's a vibe. I fuck with Atlanta.
What would if someone's I've never been to Atlanta myself. What would you recommend someone do if they were to go to Atlanta, never been there before? Where would you direct them to go?
Direct them to eat everywhere.
Eat,
bro.
wherever, just go
You
get
not-
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah,
Yes.
bro. But like you're not gonna find like bad food out there. Like
Yeah.
anywhere you go that's like a mom and pop's restaurant,
Mhm.
it's gonna be like amazing. And so I would just direct them to like eat and like shop. Go to the mall out there. What's their big mall called? Lenox. Go
Lenox?
to Lenox Mall, and
Yeah.
you will see so
Oh,
many
Lenox
characters, bro.
Mall.
You'll see so many characters, but it's amazing because everyone I feel like is very confident out there. Everyone is willing to just do their own thing, and they don't care
Very
what
sh-
anybody thinks. Everybody has like a style,
Mm.
an aesthetic out there, and they're very confident in it.
Very sure of themselves.
Exactly, for
That's
sure.
cool, man.
I remember when Atlanta was Atlanta's always been kind of running the hip hop scene, ever since kind of we were kids. But
Yeah, definitely.
I remember the era like with McConan and Father,
Man.
That's an amazing
Nestle.
Shout out to
and,
Father.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
It was-
Awful Records.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
bro.
For
Damn.
sure.
They always keep like recreating themselves.
Exactly.
And I do appreciate Atlanta, especially when it comes to hip hop music for sure.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I had this question on my mind, and we kind of talked about it outside. We gotta get your top 5 R&B guys,
Oh,
bro.
man. That's hard. Because I listen to so much R&B, so it's hard.
What can we do? Top 10, or you want to stick to the 5?
We could do 5,
Let's do
but
5.
they change sometimes. So
Right
this
now.
is my 5 today.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Usher,
Fair.
Party Next Door.
Really?
Yeah, that's probably like my biggest influence right there.
Wow.
I'm putting Drake in there. I'm definitely putting Drake in there.
Valid.
I'm putting Jodeci in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm putting T-Pain in there.
Oh! Shout out T-Pain,
I'm putting
man.
T-Pain in there.
Yes.
I'm putting T-Pain in there.
Put some flowers on my man's name.
Yeah, that's my
Dude.
5 though. But I think Usher's the best like R&B nigga ever.
Usher has to be that guy.
I think he's like the mold for
Yes.
all R&B. Bro, still like you see how relevant he is like today.
Bro, it's crazy.
He's still relevant right now.
Bro.
And that was like came out when we were like children, and
I
he's
love
like
it.
still relevant.
It's so crazy.
And he could like sing, bro. He could dance, like he could do it all.
Do backflips and shit. He
Bro.
was
Bro.
like he's like Chris Brown before Chris Brown.
Yep.
But even if you but if you
Yeah.
think about it now, Usher's like a watered down version of Chris Brown as far
Facts.
as like
Might be
everything
good,
collectively. This
Yeah.
dude, Chris Brown was in the Deuces video doing like karate kicks and shit. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like if
They're
that was
all
him.
influenced by him though.
Yeah,
like,
true,
he's
true,
like,
yeah,
he's like
yeah.
the
They're his
father.
babies.
He
for
found
sure.
Justin Bieber, bro. Like
True.
think about that. Like one of the
Yeah.
biggest artists ever, Usher found.
Usher found Justin Bieber?
Yes, bro. He found Justin Bieber on YouTube and was like, "Hey, he's next."
I think he's
Wow.
yeah.
Yes,
he's
bro.
in the, one of his first music videos.
I
Yup.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
crazy.
Usher's the one.
Yeah. I think what kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and it taught me a lot about the music industry, is when I found out that Usher didn't write Confessions.
It wasn't about him.
It wasn't about him, you know. And I'm thinking
Really?
Usher's, because it's so easy to believe that Usher is
I
like
thought that
out
was
here
about-
fucking all these girls.
That's
and
how
like,
good he was.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my
and he's like, oh, he
God.
got this chick pregnant, and you
But
know,
it was
he's-
about Jermaine Dupri the whole
Wow.
time.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Bombshells.
And then it all just comes down to like, oh damn, this guy Jermaine Dupri.
Oh my
You know?
God.
And then I think when I seen the Confessions video
Uh-huh.
and I saw him like grabbing the girl and sliding on his knees, I was like, bro,
Brushing his hair.
this has to be his real life.
Yes,
he's
he's
so
singing about
passionate.
He looks like he's about to cry.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bro, dog, man, that shit
Crazy.
that definitely wowed me. But Usher, nobody could have executed it like Usher did.
Jermaine
for sure.
Dupri couldn't have done it like Usher. And
Yeah,
I think that's why
exactly.
Usher did it.
Yeah. And that's how it works, man. Like
Exactly.
motherfuckers like be like executive producers
Exactly.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
It's like being a movie director. A lot of them probably start off as actors and was like,
Yep.
you know
Yeah.
what? Someone could probably do my ideas better.
Yep.
Let me find them.
Fucking Jermaine Dupri, man. I remember on the Confessions remix in the beginning, he's like, I gotta confess, this is the realest remix I ever did in my life. So damn. And then he's like, these are my confessions.
Oh my God,
So fire.
dude.
Nah, shout out to Usher, man. Let It Burn.
real.
Motherfucking
Nice and slow.
that's the first song I ever remember hearing in my life.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Straight up, man. Because you know
Nice
the
and
radio
slow.
was popping
Yeah,
back in like
facts.
90.
Oh, yeah.
6, 97, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like
What a
fucking
throwback.
90. That's when like when did Miss Jackson come out? I remember hearing Miss Jackson on the
It was
radio
like
back then too.
mid late.
Maybe a little bit after that.
98, 99.
Yeah,
Like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But Usher has many hits. I think, you know, I'm not gonna bring up verses. I'm not gonna be the one to do that. But man, Usher's dope. You said your inspiration, your biggest inspiration right now, Party Next Door.
Yeah, always.
I gotta admit, I don't listen to a lot of Party Next Door, man.
I don't think a lot of people do.
Did Drake bring him out on Nothing Was the Same, or?
I think the first record they did together, I think, was on Party's project.
Okay.
Because they did Over Here, and then after that one, they did Recognize.
Okay.
Yeah, but I love Party Next Door, bro, for sure.
What do you think people are missing on Party Next Door?
I don't know. I think a lot of girls listen to Party Next Door more than anything. I think a lot of girls listen to Party Next Door, but I think it's a very certain type of girl. I think a very certain type of girl listens to Party Next Door, but I don't know why people aren't as into him. I think partly is because of his persona. He doesn't do a lot of interviews. He doesn't do the social media.
It's kind of clandestine.
Yeah, you kind of like just have to like. It's like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like a mysterious guy.
Yeah, he's very mysterious, and so I think people don't really like know about him because they're not just gonna see him on TikTok or nothing. You kind of just have to know. But I think the people that do know are like me, and they're like obsessed with that shit, and they're like
This
stands.
is the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's
Alex
like,
likes Party Next
this
Door
is
a lot.
amazing, bro. Like this nigga's great.
Even his name is sort of like a mysterious vibe.
Yeah, you know where
Party
that's
Next
from?
Door.
What?
No.
The filter on FL Studio.
Really?
It's called Party Next Door.
There's a under Fruity filter. If you click the presets, there's one called Party Next Door.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's where he
Damn.
got it from.
Learn something new
That's
every
crazy,
day.
man.
Damn.
FL Studio. I feel like that's a amazing DAW to start on, and I also feel like it's an amazing one to just be proficient at.
I
to
love
be honest,
FL.
Like, FL Studio.
I use FL a lot.
Shout out
That's the
Fruity
only
Loops.
thing I make beats on is FL.
The colors, like the
It's
sounds.
it's like a video game.
Yes,
But the
man.
designer, I was watching the interview. He said he did that on purpose. He said he was like a video game creator, and he
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to make the DAW like a video game.
Oh yeah.
It's exciting,
Yeah,
and when you open it, especially just being somebody who just never produced before, which is, you know, Fruity Loops is
everybody
probably what.
at one point.
Yeah, you know, I think people who never produced before are probably starting with Fruity Loops.
100%.
To be honest, but I feel like you kind of like are a fresh producer. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Like, what kind of got you? I mean, maybe there's obvious reasons, but you know, what makes you want to be that guy to produce also?
I think I've like always tried to dabble in beats, but I would like make 1 or 2 beats and then I would not touch it again for a year.
Yeah.
Cause like back in college, I mean, I produced things for like J Mac the Dragon.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
Bro, shout out J
I
Mac.
produced like 2 or 3 of his records, like probably like 2016, 2017.
Wow, I
Then
didn't know
I
that.
never touched FL again for like a year, and then I would like make 2 or 3 beats, not touch it again for a year. But then like maybe like 3-4 months ago, I was like, man, I'm gonna just learn it.
Yeah.
Just so I could just produce for myself, produce for other people. And every single day I would make like 3, 4, 5 beats. And now I'm at the point where like I know how to use it. And so I don't like make beats every day, but now I'm at the point where, hey, if I need to make a beat for me or for anyone else,
hammer it out.
I can do it.
Or if you just want to for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
and so I kind of just like wanted to get to that point where it's like, okay, if I'm somewhere and all I have is my laptop, my interface, and my mic, and I don't have no internet, can I make a song? Without having to go on YouTube, without having to airdrop nothing, can I make a song start to finish?
Yeah.
And once I got to that point, I was fine.
Fuck yeah, man.
It's crazy how far we come since college because, we were both in Hip Hop Congress back in the day.
Yep.
And it's wild to reflect back on the times when we was just in that meeting room showing what we're working on. Tammy J up there at the front. Shout out Tammy, bro. Like
I got so much confidence from Hip Hop Congress, bro. I got so much confidence from that. Like, I'll always be thankful for that organization. I remember, like, I had a song called Black Rico Suave.
I remember Black Rico Suave.
I remember testing it out at one of the meetings, and I was like, let me just play this.
Bro.
And they flipped, and I was like, all right, this is a good feeling. Like, let me keep making music.
It's so good, man. It's hard to capture an energy like that these days because it's like we was just all there together just learning and building our craft at the same time and just bouncing ideas off one another and just workshopping stuff.
And there was no ego or nothing.
No,
like, everybody was just doing their thing.
Yeah.
We all just wanted to see everybody do good.
And that was just a hard energy to find. For me, it was like a light bulb because, like I said, I went to 2 different colleges before Texas State, and there were no organizations like that, bro. There was nothing for music. And college was when I really first started making music for real.
Yep.
I was at UNT recording in my dorm room on this same mic, like.
Damn.
And there was no one around me who really did music like that or took it serious. And then I got to Texas State, and I think I saw on Twitter like something about Hip Hop Congress, and I was like, that sounds cool. Maybe I could meet some like-minded people. And I remember the first thing I went to was they were like watching the BET Awards at like some apartment complex.
Damn, for real?
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, like AQ hosted that one time,
bro.
right?
And he was there, and J-Mac was there, and Teddy was there. And I went, and I was like, man, this is a vibe, bro. And so I just kept going, and I locked in.
Bro, it was a good time. I remember the first time I got exposed to that, I did the freestyle battle as a freshman.
The epidemic.
Yes, bro. Oh, my God.
I was there. I was watching you, man.
Yeah,
bro,
fire.
I battled that boy Robo, and, oh, my God. He said something that got me fired up, and I was like, I'm going to come at him real hard. And they didn't want you cussing. They didn't want you doing nothing like that. And I still remember I was like, I'm going to walk all over you like a flight of stairs or something like that. And I was like... I dropped the F-bomb as loud as I could, and the whole audience just, like, went dead quiet, and then they were like, ooh. I was like,
see, like, that shit be pissing me off, bro. Like, motherfuckers should be expecting you to watch your language. Like, bro, we're like,
it's college,
everybody's
bro.
like 18
we're adults, bro.
here. Like, what
We're
the fuck?
adults.
We can all go watch rated R movies.
That's what I'm saying. We're
like,
all adults, bro.
What the fuck is really going on here? Y'all trying to fucking put diapers on us or what?
For real,
But
bro.
I mean, I get it. It's faculty, and it's like also like if you out here doing that, you better be skilled enough to not have to drop an F-bomb spontaneously.
It was after hours, though.
It's a
That
rap
shit
battle.
was at,
You're
like,
supposed-
6 p.m.
You're supposed to be able to say "fuck you" in a rap battle, bro.
That's fair.
I mean, it's at 6 p.m., dog. Every faculty is at home.
I get it. And it's on campus and shit, and I get it. Like, you know, it's
if
like
people are visiting,
nobody's
and
gonna
stuff.
incite a riot or anything.
He
you
dropped
know?
an F-bomb. Everybody to run for it.
Yeah,
It's tough. It's tough.
but I guess they're just trying to set the tone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can't be like calling somebody a bitch and fucking people are
It's-
gonna try to
it's-
fight and shit.
it's
you know, I
tough
guess.
because you can't like ban certain cuss words.
Yeah,
You can be like, all right, you can cuss, but you can't say nigga though. 'Cause
yeah.
then
you
it's
get-
like, what you mean, bro?
Exactly. Like I heard somebody say ass in one
Yeah,
of those
facts.
freestyles, and they didn't get disqualified. I was like,
It just
eh.
depends.
But man, those I can never
fun.
take those seriously though, man. Because like especially shout out to Robo, but like I don't know, bro. It's just like that guy's a geek. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know, like he was a geek, bro. And I was just like, bro, like this is crazy, man. But it's like I don't really know how much like seriousness I expected from like, you know.
That boy Colin was in there getting it. I remember Colin. He was on that Surfer Boy swag back.
That's
in the
when
day.
I first met. I met Colin that day, bro.
Bro, shout
on
out
that
Colin
Epidemic.
G. That's that boy.
He's like, you boys want to freestyle? He's like, he's asking us if like we wanted to freestyle because he was getting ready for the Epidemic. You know,
That
he was
was
like
his warm up. He getting
Yeah,
jumped.
Bro.
I was like, yo, man,
That's the man.
I
Hell
hate. Yeah, I didn't want to like bash the Epidemic too hard, but those were things that were running through my mind as a student at Texas State.
Oh, yeah.
Watching the shit.
For
you know?
sure, same.
Yeah, we all just aggro kids
Yeah.
like 18, 19 years
Yeah.
old, think we
Yeah.
know everything about the world already, and it's
For
just like,
sure.
now we got a lot of learning to do, and that brings us to where we are today.
Facts.
Fuck yeah, man. Damn, man. Time just kind of flew by, man. We got a couple minutes left, bro. What are like the future plans for AJ Bray, man? What do you want to leave the people with at the end of this podcast?
I got an EP coming out in about a month or two, probably like a month. It's called For the Time Being.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's all finished. I'm just waiting on the cover art.
What's the idea for the cover art?
I want it to be like a since school is starting back, it's
Mhm.
gonna be like college theme, like a HBCU,
Okay.
Nice.
like YFM University kind of.
Hey, okay, yeah.
And so school's starting back.
Rock and roll.
So we're gonna do that, and then in the winter, it's time for another Love Abuse for sure.
Oh
you
my
going Love
God.
Abuse 3?
I'm
Not
doing
the
3.
trilogy on
Oh
I gotta
my
do the third
God.
one.
Wow.
It's definitely gonna be the last one, but I gotta do the third one. I think I gotta close it out. I feel like 2 is just a weird number to end on.
Can't,
Dude,
you can't leave it
how-
at 2.
How long has it been since 1?
1 came out in the end of 2020.
Okay.
2 came out the end of 2021.
Mhm.
Damn.
So 3 has to come out the end
Has
of
to.
22. And I just have to. Every Love Abuse, I try to recap my love life for the past year.
Okay.
Wow.
So I got to do it one last time. What's happened from Love Abuse 2 to now?
I feel like that's good for your mental health too.
It's
Yeah.
my therapy, bro.
Yeah.
It's definitely my therapy.
Bookend stuff. Yeah, all I know is if I'm not crying my eyes out by the end of Love Abuse 3, then I feel like I'm underwhelmed. But I have no need to
Definitely
worry about
gonna
that
be.
because I've never been underwhelmed by anything you've
I
done, AJ.
appreciate
You've
it.
been nothing but a paramount artist throughout all the interactions I've seen you take place. You're a globe traveler. You
Trying.
are a well-seasoned. You make music. You make beats. Like, give this man some flowers already, man. People, come on. Like,
That's
what more y'all
love.
want from him? Come on. It's
appreciate
AJ Bray in the house,
For real,
man.
still grinding.
Hell yeah.
Give this man his flowers. It's AJ Brace, Loose Cannon Show. We out.
Peace. Boom. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That was fire.
That was good.
That was fun shit, man. Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
boys. That was fire.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.